We're in North Logan at Green Canyon High School tonight for the game of the week on the Valley Channel, and boy, is this going to be a good one. At least on paper, Ridgeline visits Green Canyon. Both teams 4-0. One team averaging about 36 points per ball game, Ridgeline. Another team has pitched 3 shutouts and only given up 27 points in 4 games, Green Canyon. So, the immovable object versus the irresistible force. Which one will give? People say defense wins championships, but you got to score points to win. So it's kind of a toss-up, right? We're going to find out. Green Canyon, like you say, they've been shutting people down. They did that last year. This year, they've added some offense to the mix, makes them very dangerous. Ridgeline ranked #1 in 4A, and for good reason. Their questions were up front with a young, inexperienced line. Well, they've answered those questions in the first quarter of this season, and they are rolling. We're going to see who comes out unblemished tonight on the Game of the Week. I had a chance earlier this week to talk with Green Canyon head coach JT Tauili about his squad. And of course I brought up that the fact that they've only given up 27 points all season long. That's best in 4A. And he said, yeah, we really want a defensive identity. 3 shutouts is a big deal. We're pretty happy for that. I asked him about his offense. They're playing a lot better. He says, yeah, it helps that they have some experience under their belts. We need to clean up the penalties, and tonight, especially against Ridgeline, we need to run the ball. I said, how do you slow down Ridgeline's offense? It's a machine. And his answer, well, we need to be assignment sound. We can't get too cute. Their quarterback has seen just about everything. Kid's been starting for 3 years, so I don't know that we're going to be able to really confuse him. We just have to make them earn their points while we play good defense. We're going to find out how it all unfolds tonight on the Game of the Week.
Say the word base.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden. Growing better gardeners. KSM means music. Music is all we do. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years. Hello and welcome to the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. Tonight we're in North Logan, where Ridgeline will visit Green Canyon in a battle of the unbeatens. #1 Ridgeline, #3 Green Canyon. Of course, that in 4A. Going at it tonight, both teams 4-0. I'm Eric Olson, glad to be with you here tonight, as I am every Friday night, with our Game of the Week. Captains taking the field for the coin toss. Ridgeline gets to 4-0. Courtesy of wins over Bonneville, 41-7. We covered that game. Riverton 28-21, Stansbury 28-20, and last week beating Cedar Valley 45-0. Head coach Travis Cox in his 5th year, 44-10. He knows how to coach ball. His worst season was 8-5. He has a 13-0 championship season in there. His team averaging 35.5 points a game, good for 6th in 4A. Their defense only giving up 12 points per game. On the other side, Green Canyon in their black unis tonight with wins over Hunter 27-0, Stansbury 24-0, Highland 28-27, and Westfield in their region opener last week 35-0. Their offense this year has come along for the ride. Last year they struggled offensively. This year they're averaging 28.5 points a game. The defense giving up 6.75 points per ball game. Number one by a lot in 4A. And when you pitch 3 shutouts, it is going to be number one by a lot. Green Canyon looked like they'd won the toss and deferred. It was interesting when I talked to Coach JT Ta'ili'ili about this game. I said, boy, this is a big game, right? Valley rivalry, the 2 newest schools, you're both 4-0. And he had an interesting answer. He said, you know, our focus is on ourselves every week. We want to be the best version of ourselves. Our goal is to improve and get better each week. That's our measuring stick. We're our own measuring stick. Now, there are a lot of positives that are a lot more positive when you beat a quality team, a team such as Ridgeline. But we're really more worried about getting better each and every week. They wanted to establish a defensive culture. They have, and Coach Ta'ili'ili is 14-4 in his second year here. Coming off a state championship appearance last year against a loaded Crimson Cliffs team. They came up short. They'd like another shot at it. Ridgeline will get the ball first as we kick it off here in North Logan. This one deep into the end zone. And we're going to get our first look at Nate Daly. Number 8 is a 60% passer, 59 of 98. He's just a junior. 851 yards, 14.4 yards per completion, 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, going up against a defense that just flat shuts people down. Eli Wheatley leading that defense. It's number 9. Playing on the inside on the defensive line. They go to J.T. White, who spins as he gets a couple of yards down the field. They're going to give him 2. It'll be second down for Ridgeline. Ridgeline's leading rusher is White. 394 yards, 6.25 yards per carry, 5 touchdowns. Livingston, the number 1 receiver yardage-wise in 4A, 450 yards on 27 catches, 3 touchdowns to go along with it. He's number 11. In a 5-receiver look, he's on the inside. Instead, they go outside, or excuse me, inside to the other side. And it's a gain of 10. To Crew Jones. Crew Jones is being recruited everywhere. The kid's a sophomore, 6'4" and about 230 pounds. We got a flag out in the field. We got a uniform problem or something. Let's see. Unsportsmanlike on Green Canyon. They pointed to one of the Green Canyon players out there. It's Ethan Merrill, the senior, number 17. The official pointed to something that was around his upper calf, just under his knee. It looked like tape or something. He ripped it off and threw it off. I don't know if he had something written on it that wasn't okay, but that's 15 more yards for Ridgeline offense that doesn't need any help. 4 wide, trips to the top of your screen, and White in the backfield behind Daly. Jones goes in motion. Turn and give it to White. He's got a hole. White into the secondary. He's picked up a good 10 yards before he finally comes down. Defensive line is where it all starts for this Green Canyon squad. That 3-man front, you see Wheatley right behind the D-line, number 9. He's their motor, their heart and soul. Playing at that linebacker spot. It looked like he was down on the line earlier, but he had just crept up there on an earlier down. Fake the give to White. Daly's looking, got a man breaking out. Livingston can't pull it in. Second and 10 for the Riverhawks. A new look for Ridgeline, that bright green And the logo on the, I got a chance to look at that logo on those bright green helmets before the game tonight. It's the first time I'd really got a good look at them. It's unique. Tight formation. See if they hand it off. They do. Turn and give it to White. Big hole off tackle. Cuts back inside. First down, Ridgeline after a pickup of 10. Nothing fancy for the Riverhawks as they've moved the ball inside the Green Canyon 30-yard line to the 28. Helped by a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty earlier in this drive. There's a lot of juice in this building, and it is full on this side. There's a few spots over on the far side. But it's a big ball game tonight in North Logan. 4 receivers out. They swing it to White. White's got blocking downfield. They rally to him, but don't get to him until he gets down to about the 21-yard line. A gain of 7. Second and a short 4. Two wide and again. A heavy formation. Give it to White. White bounces off the initial tackle try, moves down into first down territory at the 16. A gain of 6. He has 28 yards on this possession. Another first down for Ridgeline as they methodically move downfield. Taking just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. This is the first possession of the ball game. They swap the formation to the other side now. Turn and give it to White. White with all sorts of running lanes. He's near the first down marker. It looks like he's going to be just shy. Let's see if it's first and goal or if it's 2nd and 1. 9 yards, 2nd and 1. The questions for Ridgeline early in this season were their offensive line. They're as big as I've ever seen a Ridgeline team, but they only had one guy with any sort of experience on that offensive line coming back. It was Easton Hammond, the junior, number 51. But they've answered the questions early. Going against the best defense they've faced. Dowley rolls out, hits underneath to Clark, touchdown Ridgeline. Easy does it for the Riverhawks as they punch it in from 8 yards out. Dowley 3 of 4, 25 yards and a touchdown on the possession. J.T. White, 5 carries, 37 yards on the ground. Aaron Young on for the PAT. And they blow it dead. I don't know if Green Canyon definitely came across, but did somebody move first? It's going to be on Green Canyon. So now do they talk about going for it? Here comes Dowley back on, and you're at the 1.5 yard line, and the way you've been running with Mr. White, maybe you just turn and give it to 2-3. And let those big boys up front go to work. 2 backs in the backfield. Give it to Crew Jones, and they cut him down. It's Wheatley. Doesn't matter how big you are. If you don't have your feet under you, you can't go anywhere. Wheatley took Crew Jones out at the ankles, but the damage already done as Ridgeline gets into the end zone. 8:26 to play in the first quarter. 6-0 Riverhawks on the game of the week. Beautiful evening in Cache Valley. Made even better with a little CCR going on in the background there. You know, we love music here at the Valley Channel. We like the classics, right? You know who's great at music? KSM Music. The best deals and service in the Valley on band and orchestra rentals. Their first month is free, no commitment. Return or exchange anytime. The repairs are included in the rental, and they've got quality name brands. Don't forget about their lessons, everything from guitars to ukuleles, bass, piano, drums, and more. KSM Music, a Game of the Week sponsor. Ridgeline gets on the board first, but Green Canyon keeps him out of the end zone on the 2-point attempt. And now Peyton Wilson, another junior quarterback, will take the field. 72% is completion rate, 871 yards, 14 yards per completion, 8 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He takes care of the ball. Both of these quarterbacks do. Thane and Hawks will operate behind him. Schramm, number 8, his number 1 target. 402 yards on 28 catches for Schramm, 4 touchdowns. Thane Wilson, your leading rusher, averaging 6.5 yards per carry on 39 carries. Green Canyon does not want to get into a track meet with this Ridgeline team. And a flag comes out before the play even gets started. There have been 2 penalties in this game, both on Green Canyon. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike on Ridgeline. So somebody's wearing something down around his ankle or knee that the officials are looking at. Coach Cox is out there pleading the case. It's Dane May. Well, they called it on Green Canyon earlier. They're calling it on Ridgeline now. Let's see if I can find out what that's all about. They made both players take whatever it was off. It looked like tape when the Green Canyon player had it on. First down, and Wilson's going to keep it. Tries to pop outside, finds a hole up the middle. And a big gain for Peyton Wilson. He's got 14. He looked to the edge. Nathan Richards had shut off the escape route to the outside, so he took it right up the middle. Ball at the 50-yard line, 1st and 10, Green Canyon. 8 minutes to play in the first quarter. Number 1 versus number 3. Ridgeline, number 1 in 4A. Turn and give it off. A little bit of a running lane there for Hawks. Closes in a hurry, picks up 3. Hawks 5'8". Both of those running backs, Hawks at 5'8". Wilson's only 5'9". Thane 5'7". You don't have to be tall to be a running back. Speed, vision, and power are really what you're looking for. 5 wide. Wilson's going to keep it as they spread things out, and he's met after a gain of about 4. Taken to the ground by Charlie Booth. 3rd down. Third and a full 3 yards for Green Canyon. They trail 6-0 as Ridgeline drove it down the field and scored on their first possession. Came up short on the 2-point attempt, thanks to a good defensive play by Green Canyon. Stacks each side. Turn and give. Hawks looking for an opening. Nothing there. Now he bounces outside. Big trouble. Stays alive. That's actually Thane. Gains about 1.5 yards, and it's going to be 4th down. Ran into his own player. He spun out, had an opening to the backside. And as he spun back in, he ran into his own lineman, or else he hits that hole and he's got the 1st down. Football, a game of inches and what ifs. 4th down and a full 2 yards. See if Wilson runs the play or if he punts it away. They're going to turn and hand it inside. Good push by the offensive line. Ball's on the turf. Still on the turf. Looked like Ridgeline may have gotten away with a horse collar type tackle. And it's Ridgeline football. And you can hear some of the boos down below us. Thane got grabbed by the back of his shoulder pads, and that's a penalty in every state in the Union plus Puerto Rico. And from up here in the stands, it was easy to see, but down there on the field, those guys in stripes, they've got a whole bunch of people in between them and everything else, and then flags fly after the play. Probably going to be unsportsmanlike on somebody. Unsportsmanlike on Ridgeline, so it's going to back them up, but it's after the play. So Thane had picked up the first down, and he'd picked it up easily. And as he was bursting through, he got yanked backwards, and he loses the football. And the first turnover of the game goes Ridgeline's way, and their offense back out on the field. Now, if you're Green Canyon, you may be a little upset about that, but you can't think about it anymore. You got to go out there and play some defense. See if Ridgeline tries to go up top on that change of possession. Instead, they're going to turn and give to White. White's got a lane. Light on his feet, and a gain of 10. They are working off tackle to the offense's right side, the left side of the defense, and they are eating up big chunks. 8 yards a carry, almost, for White. 47 yards on 6 carries. Livingston and Cook to this near side. It was Clark who caught the touchdown, number 10. Cook and Livingston over this side. They're going to give it off to White again. Ain't broke, don't fix it. Cuts it back inside. A lot of running room and some blockers. He's out to the 45-yard line before he's finally brought down 16 yards and another first down. 9 yards a carry for White now, and they're opening up truck lanes for him. Green Canyon has played against some big offensive lines, and they are undersized. But they're having a little bit of trouble in the early going up front against Ridgeline. Now bringing a linebacker quickly to the outside to Livingston. His first catch makes a man miss. Still on his feet inside the 40. 16 yards and another Ridgeline first down. Everything working for Ridgeline. 4.5 to play in this first quarter. 6-0 Ridgeline after the turnover. They're looking to add more. And again, the last thing Green Canyon wants to do, even though they're averaging 28 points a game, they do not want to get into a shootout with Ridgeline. Dowley looking across the middle, too tall for Cook. He had him. Dowley just a little bit too far up the ladder. 2nd and 10. First time Ridgeline's been off schedule. They've been looking at short yardage on 2nd and 3rd downs. In fact, I don't even have them down here for a 3rd down in that first possession. Handed to White. Caught at the line of scrimmage and brought down for no gain. He had gone 2 yards, 10 yards, 10 yards, 6, 9, 10, 16 before finally being caught for no gain right there. First 3rd down of the evening for Ridgeline. It's 3rd and 10. See what Green Canyon dials up defensively. 4 down linemen for the Wolves. They're bringing all 4. Daly going up top. Just out of the reach of his intended receiver, Clark. And it's 4th and 10. Daly throws a pretty ball. That one was just about a step too far for number 10. Cooper Clark, the junior, caught the touchdown pass earlier. Oh, and a penalty on Green Canyon. I did not see the flag, and that's a big one. That's a 15-yarder. Didn't see a flag anywhere. So that's a third down conversion by a penalty. Jones goes in motion. Handed to White. White into the secondary before he gets touched. I mean, he's 5 yards upfield before anybody even touches him. 6 yards for White. Clock ticking down towards 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. First quarter that's been all Ridgeline. Green Canyon with a turnover on their first possession after Ridgeline scored. 6-0 Ridgeline, looking for more now at the 20-yard line of the Wolves. Fake the give. Turn and look over the middle. Man's open and he can't come up with it. It was Knighton. He had his feet going to the inside. He tried to turn back around to the outside. Lost his footing and went down. And it's 3rd and 6. Daly started 4 of 5. He's missed on his last 3. Now 4 of 8, 41 yards and a touchdown. Big third down. Last time Green Canyon held, but a penalty gave Ridgeline a first down. 5 wide. 3-man rush. Daly gets rid of it, and he's just out of the reach of his receiver, Knighton. And Knighton kind of points outside. Daly had thrown inside, so they were just not in sync there, Knighton and Daly. It's Daly now 4 in a row after starting 4 for 5. He missed on his last 4. 2:42 to play in the first quarter. And the Riverhawks are looking at a 36-yard field goal attempt by Aaron Young. Young, who went to some national kicking camps this year. Getting a little bit of attention. Good snap, good spot. Kick looks good, and it is. 9-0. Ridgeline leads Green Canyon with 2:38 to play in the first quarter on the Game of the Week. Well, with a little bit of a nip in the air, you may not be thinking about your garden very much, but the folks at Anderson Seed and Garden are thinking about it all season long. Now's the time to save down at Anderson Seed and Garden. They got great deals on fall materials and all your garden essentials. Hurry into Anderson's or log on to andersonseedandgarden.com for some of the best prices of the year. Anderson Seed and Garden, a Game of the Week sponsor. Other games tonight, Logan is at Westfield down in Hooper. Mountain Crest at Skyview up the road from us. And Bear River in a non-region game at Burley. Kick punched into the end zone. And it's a touchback. Bryson Pabst wanted to run it out. Nope, he was all the way into the end zone. Pabst, one of those players Coach Ely talked about, said he's really been huge on both sides of the ball. He just seems to always make plays, does number 0. So a turnover and then a costly penalty for Green Canyon, but they hold Ridgeline to a field goal. And as the offense takes the field for the second time in this ball game, they find themselves down 9-0. Could be much worse as the sun starts to set behind us. Long shadows on that field. Wilson's going to keep it. Looks to the inside after taking a jab step outside, picks up a couple. Gain of 4 for Wilson. Again, he's their leading rusher. 6 3/4 yards every time he runs the ball. And going with that stack formation, 2 by 2 on each side. Run it quite a bit here in the early going. Wilson looking, pocket breaking down, slips out of trouble, then grabbed by Hammond and stopped after a short gain. 3rd down coming up. So 0 for 1 on 3rd down for Green Canyon. They converted on 4th down. They picked up a 1st down, but then fumbled. So they're trying to pick up 3 yards here. It's a full 3 yards. 3 yards plus a football length. Looking to the out pattern. Nice grab, reach across for the 1st down. It's going to depend on where they spot it. I think they've got that 1st down. Edelmeyer, what a reach to get that 1st down. And Wilson connects on his 1st pass of the night. Nice throw, better job by the receiver to stretch for that 1st down. Hawks in the backfield with Wilson. 3 receivers to the near side. 5 coming for Ridgeline. Look out, Wilson snowed under. Landon Perkins brings him down. Wilson's escaped a couple of times, but not that time as he loses 9 yards. Let's see where they place that ball. Yep, 9-yard loss for Wilson. "14 seconds to play in the 1st quarter and the clock winding down. Let's see if Green Canyon tries to run a play before the end of the quarter. 10 seconds on the play clock, 4 seconds on the quarter clock. And I think they're just going to get to the 2nd quarter. 9-0, Ridgeline leads Green Canyon as we head to the 2nd quarter on the game of the week. Hey, do you remember when bread was made naturally at the old grist mill? They bring back that tradition. Their simple, wholesome bread is made with fresh milled, high-protein wheat for rich flavor. Come in and try a free slice of bread at the old grist mill and you'll taste the difference. They've been proudly serving Cache Valley since the beginning. They're even over the hill in Brigham City now. Old Grist Mill is Logan's home for quality bread and more. The Old Grist Mill, a Game of the Week sponsor. Hard to believe, but this is game number 5. Yeah, we're halfway through the regular football season here. Next week, we'll see Green Canyon again as they visit Logan. Then we'll see Ridgeline again on the 27th of September as they play host to Logan. Mountain Crest and Logan on the 4th of October, Ridgeline and Mountain Crest on the 11th. And then on the 16th, we end the regular season with Skyview at Green Canyon. Then we get into the playoffs. RPI rankings should be coming out soon. Remember, seeding goes by RPI ranking rather than winning your region or not, but it helps, obviously, to win your region. They're going to hand it to Thane. Thane keeps stretching it to the edge. Finds a little bit of running room, gets back most of the sack yardage. It's back 7 of those 9 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 12. He kept heading for the sideline. You were wondering when he was going to turn it up. He finally does. And picks up 7. Crew Jones finally chased him down from all the way across the field. 3rd and 12. See if Ridgeline brings some heat after Wilson. He's good with his feet, so if you do bring heat, you better get to him because he has escapability. They're bringing 4. Steps up, in trouble, looking for the edge, can't get there. Once again, coming up to make the tackle is Landon Perkins. It's another sack, a loss of a yard. And it's 4th down. So Green Canyon gives up that big sack, and then they just can't get it going again. And they have to give the ball back to Ridgeline. Nice punt, high kick, muffed. Ball is free, and turning around and getting down on it is Cook. He chased that thing down and just dived on it smartly instead of trying to pick it up. It ends up being a 46-yard punt. And Ridgeline takes over at their 26-yard line. Nice kick, and then that muff on the, as he tried to field it, flips the field for Green Canyon. Clark and Livingston to this near side. Looks like Jones is at that far side. He stays in the block. 3-man rush. Daly looking downfield. Right on target. Clark pulls it in, and a flag back at the line of scrimmage. Ineligible man downfield for Ridgeline, I'm going to say, because it looked like their linemen were drifting, and that's the call. Second penalty on Ridgeline. It's going to back them up, so instead of a first down in Green Canyon territory, it's going to be first down deeper in their own. Two penalties, 20 yards for Ridgeline. 3 for 32 for Green Canyon. We're 2 minutes into this second quarter, 9-0 Ridgeline as the sun goes down, the hills with the pink hue on them. Notice before the trees are starting to turn up in the canyons. Great time of year. Cook in motion. Daly goes out to Livingston. Cook blocks for him. Nice block by Cook. Green Canyon rallies. And a pickup of 8. Ridgeline gets a little bit of that penalty yardage back, all of it, and then some. Ridgeline's going to call a timeout. It's going to be 2nd down and 6, so they're going to talk about it for a few seconds. 9-0 with 9:36 to play in the first half. Ridgeline leads Green Canyon. The Logo Shop's one of our sponsors. You know, with the right branded products, you're not just top of mind, you're part of the adventure. You can boost your brand image, connect with and communicate with fans, prospects, and customers for lasting impact at the Logo Shop, a Game of the Week sponsor. Travis Cox takes the timeout to talk about this upcoming 3rd and 6. Now you got 2 tight ends in there. Turn and hand it to Jones. White. White tripped up at the line of scrimmage as he was ripping off chunks of yardage in the early going, but his last 3 carries have been for 0, 6, and 0 yards. Third down and 6. White in the backfield with Daly. White's going to go out into the pattern. Daly unloads over the middle, grabbed by Livingston. Look out! Dr. Livingston, I presume, making a house call. "70 yards on 3rd down and 6. He caught it on the run, then turned on the Jets and just outran everybody. Green Canyon looks like they're offsides again, and they are. Not a great start to this ball game for Green Canyon. A turnover, gave up a penalty on a 3rd and long where they looked like they'd stopped Ridgeline, and that led to a field goal. And then on 3rd and 6, they give up a 70-yard touchdown. Green Canyon is going to have to defend against a 2-point play now. He's going to ball down at the 1.5-yard line. They were able to stop Ridgeline after their first touchdown when they jumped off sides, and Ridgeline decided to go for 2. JT White in the backfield, and Ridgeline's going to spread it out this time. Daly in trouble. Throws it off his back foot, incomplete, and Green Canyon stays within 2 scores. It's 15-0 with 8:44 to play in the first half. Ridgeline on top. Step into the Factory Pizzeria in Logan for a dining experience like no other. Enjoy the cozy, laid-back vibe with the exposed brick walls, all sorts of TVs to watch your favorite games, and the best pizzas around. Whether it's a casual night out or a special occasion, the Factory's unique atmosphere makes every meal memorable. Come for the food, stay for the vibe at the Factory Pizzeria. So Ridgeline, 3 possessions, 3 scores. Green Canyon about to get their 3rd possession. They turned the ball over on their first in Ridgeline territory. And they had to punt it away on their last one. Gave up a 9-yard sack that really killed that drive. Young will address the ball. Paps has a chance at a return here. Takes it at his 1-yard line. Paps waiting for a hole to develop. Pop it to the outside. Paps taken out of bounds in Ridgeline territory. And the Wolves showing some life. Green Canyon needed that. It's 15-0. They made a couple of plays to keep Ridgeline out of the end zone on the point after attempts. But things just not really going their way, and now it sets Ridgeline, or it sets them up in the Ridgeline 49-yard line. Wilson back to throw. Throws it underneath. Has Schramm, his first touch of the night, and he's got 11 yards and a first down. Schramm, the #1 receiver in 4A yardage-wise. Near the top. He with 402. Livingston's #1 yardage-wise. He's with 48 more yards. That was before tonight. Schramm, one of the top receivers in 4A as well, 14.3 per catch, 11 on that one, and a first down. Where they spotted it, it's going to be more like a 10-yard gain. Turn and give it to Thane. Thane sticks his nose in there, picks up a couple. Coach Tahili telling me they wanted to run the ball tonight. That's their 10th attempt. They had one sack. They've had 2 sacks, actually. One, the quarterback, it turned into a run, but he got caught before he got across the line of scrimmage. "34 yards on those attempts. Downfield to Schramm, and he looked like he pulled it in, but at the last second, Clark closes and knocks it out of his hands. That was going to be a great catch. He had it in his hands, and Clark went over the top of him and knocked it away. He just couldn't secure it as they hit the ground. 3rd and 8. Green Canyon 0 for on 3rd downs. 0 for 3. And I would imagine you're in 4-down territory here, especially if you pick up some of it. Ridgeline looking like they might send some guys. Creeping 6 up in there. They bring 3. Wilson's going to keep it, and they blow the play dead. Far side official dropping the flag. Motion on Green Canyon. 5th penalty of the half on Green Canyon. 7:19 to play in the half. 39 yards worth of penalties on Green Canyon. It'd be more, except for 2 of them happened inside the 5-yard line, so they were half the distance to the goal from the 3 on both of them. I think Green Canyon's going to take a timeout and talk about it. Let's see, the officials waving his arms and blowing his whistle. They stopped the clock. And they haven't started it yet, the game clock or the play clock. They reset it, now start it. 4 wide, 1 to the near, 3 far. Thane in the backfield with Wilson. 5 coming after Wilson. Down he goes. He tried to step up, but Ridgeline kept their gaps, and Wilson is slow to get up. And Wilson is limping to the sideline at left ankle. He's not putting any weight on it, and he's calling for the trainer. He ran into somebody, then got folded up. Loss of 7 for Wilson. Kick, it's going to roll inside the 10. Green Canyon didn't see it. They're watching the returner and didn't find the balls. Caden Krebs had his eyes right on that returner. The returner kept acting like he was looking at the ball, and he was the closest wolf to it. And it goes into the end zone. Ridgeline with another offensive possession, leading 15-0. Keep our eye on the Peyton Wilson situation as he came off the field not putting weight on that left ankle after getting sacked on 3rd down. Daly hands it to White. White up the middle for 4. 73 yards on 11 carries for White. Daly's thrown for 119 yards and 2 touchdowns, one of them a 70-yarder to Livingston. It was about a 15-yard pass, and the rest of it was yak. That's yards after catch, Mom. Daly throws to the edge, looking for Livingston. Livingston stops short of the marker. It'll be 3rd and short. Livingston working on a 100-yard night. He's got 94 yards on 4 catches. 5:35 to play in the half, 15-0 Ridgeline. And the Riverhawks with the football, 3rd and 1. Give it to White. White's got an opening. White into the secondary. 7 yards on 3rd and 1 for JT White. He's at 80 yards on 12 carries. Green Canyon not used to being pushed around like this. 3 shutouts for this defense. One game against Highland, at Highland, they gave up 27 points. They've given up 15 tonight. And there's a loss, or excuse me, a gain of only 1 for White. Nope, they're going to give him line of scrimmage, and that's it. Brought down by Martin. Wheatley's leading tackler on the team, number 3 in 4A with 43 tackles coming in. He's got 3 sacks, 3 of the team's 4 sacks. 4 turnovers for this, or 3 players with an interception, excuse me. Livingston to the middle. He worked his way back inside and may have cost him the first down. Nope, they're gonna move it. 10 yards and a first down. I don't know if you can hear the crowd beneath me. They don't like it. He looked like he was short. They moved it immediately. They didn't even think about it. So a first down for Ridgeline. They keep the ball moving. 3:45 now to play in the half. As the Ridgeline offense on their 4th possession. 3 possessions, 3 scores. 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Timeout as Dally looks at the play clock. It's winding down to 0. They're taking their sweet time. 3:31 to play in this first half. It's all Ridgeline in North Logan. Custom Fence is a Game of the Week sponsor. They serve multiple states, offer versatile fencing solutions for everything from residential enclosures to high security installations like at places like airports and prisons. Visit customfence.com for a quote. Custom Fence, a Game of the Week sponsor. Flags fly on 1st and 15. They did not. The officials decide they did not get the timeout before the clock, and then they compound it by being in motion early. So it's 1st and 20. In fact, 1st and 20, now you're just not only off schedule, you're not even in the book. 2-by-2 with that spread look for Ridgeline. White in the backfield. Overload to the right side for Green Canyon. Dally, plenty of time. Now he's getting some pressure. Unloads downfield, ball caught at the 20-yard line. 45 yards on 1st and 20. 1st and 20, no problem, says Ridgeline. That was Cook with the grab. 178 yards now for Dally. It's 9 of 14. And they're going to have to hurry. The clock's down to 5. They're going to have to take a timeout, and they do. This time they get it. They get it with 1 second left on the play clock. 2:53 to play in the half. And after the huge 45-yard pass play from Dally to Brady Cook, Ridgeline is in business at the Green Canyon 20, leading 15-0. Hey, with Wendy's new breakfast, 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles, you can mix and match your very own perfect pairing of their delicious morning favorites. You got the sausage biscuit and egg, and they're the egg and cheese biscuit, the small seasoned potatoes. They got their medium coffee. That's all on that menu there. Mix and match at Wendy's, a Game of the Week sponsor. Ridgeline has had an answer for everything Green Canyon has tried to do defensively. I mean, they've hacked the system. And they're just moving at will. Here's Daly, looking toward the corner on the post. Threw it to Cook just a little bit high, and Cook couldn't haul it in. After that great catch just a moment ago, that one looked like it was a little easier, but Cook kind of fought the ball a little bit. Couldn't bring it in. If you want to be nitpicky about it, it was just a little high and behind him, but not much, and I'm sure he'll look at the tape tomorrow and go, yeah, I should have had that one. 2nd and 10. 2:48 to play in the half. Ridgeline looking to go up by 3 scores. Give it to White. White bounces outside. Breaking tackles before he's finally spun down. That one looked like it might go for a lot. It ends up going for 3. I'll tell you how it's been going for Ridgeline. They've got a passer that's thrown for nearly 200 yards in the first half. He's at 178. They have a 100-yard receiver, 108 yards for Livingston, and they've got a rusher that's gone for 83 yards in White. They've moved up and down this field against a very good Green Canyon defense. 3rd and 7. Daly looking for Livingston. Knocked away at the last second. He caught it at the 2-yard line. Looked like he was going to backpedal into the end zone, and then he was walloped by a couple of players. One of them was Cody Edelmayer, and they knocked the ball loose, and it's incomplete. And Ridgeline, well within the range of Kevin Young, will bring Young out for the field goal attempt. About a 34-yarder from the left hash. Plenty of distance, and it's good. With 1:59 to play in the first half, Ridgeline extends their lead to 18 points. It's 18-0 Riverhawks. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, you can improve your life and the lives of those around you with today's hearing aid technology. Dr. Paul Daines will customize a hearing program just for you. Don't miss the joys of life. Call immediately today for an appointment at Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology and Dr. Paul Daines if you're having any trouble or worries about your hearing. If you know what this song is, you might need to go see Dr. Daines. Blue Oyster Cult, right? Yeah. More cowbell. Don't fear that Reaper. Don't fear the audiologist either. If you know what this song is, you're old enough to know that, and you listen to it loud, you need to go see Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. So Ridgeline scored every time they've touched the ball. Green Canyon looking for something offensively. Pabst at his 5-yard line. Had a good return the last time he got a chance. Gets away from the first tackle attempt. Returns it up to about the 40-yard line. We'll see where they place it, but another good return by Pabst. He returned the last one 50 yards. This one 36 yards. And we'll see how Peyton Wilson is. He's out there. He seems like he's walking okay. He didn't put much weight on that left ankle when he came off the field last time. He's not big. He's got a good arm. He's very shifty, good runner. Again, averaging close to 7 yards a carry coming into this game when he runs. Little swing outside to Thane, and he steps out of bounds after a good gain. 16 yards on the little quick hitter. Their longest pass play of the evening. Wilson is 3 of 4 for 31 yards. They've kept it on the ground. They've only run 16 plays in this first half. 1:45 to play, 18-0 Ridgeline. Swing it out again to Thane. Thane this time doesn't go out of bounds. And he lunges forward for 7. Wilson taking what he's given. Second and a long 3. 1:20 to play in this first half. Green Canyon trying to get on the board before halftime. Wilson just gets rid of it. Man, he was waiting. He's looking for Schramm. And it looked like he was maybe expecting Schramm to take that pattern deep, and Schramm cut it off, and Wilson just had to get rid of it. It's third down. 1:12 on the clock. Now, if you're Green Canyon, you're thinking about that clock a little bit. One timeout for Ridgeline. You don't want to give them the ball back the way they've moved the ball. So do you run a running play here, try to mix them up, and if you don't get the first down, you make them burn a timeout or use some clock. Thane is in the backfield with Wilson. Wilson, straight drop, unloading, into double coverage. Safety got there just as the ball did, and Pabst slow to get up, but he does. Wilson put that ball right on Pabst, but the safety got there just as the ball did to break it up. Fourth down. 0 for 5 on third downs for Green Canyon. 1:07 to play in this first half. Do you dare give it up? If you don't make it here, Ridgeline's got the ball 62 yards away. They gonna kick it or they're gonna throw it? You can kick from this formation. We've seen teams do it. It's 4th and a long 3. Wilson flushed out. Got to get rid of it. Or just get out of the pocket. Spins inside for a first down. I should say hops inside. And picks up 8 on 4th down and 4. Green Canyon takes a timeout with 57 seconds to play in the half. 18-0. Ridgeline leads. Green Canyon trying to get on the board before the half on the game of the week. Skyview started the season a little bit rough, but they've won their last couple of games, and they lead Mountain Crest right now 14-7 at the half, 17-7 at the half. Bear Rivers leading Burley 7-0. Westfield leads Logan 20-0. Logan started out the season with a couple of wins, come from behind wins, trying to clean up some stuff, and they saw a couple of games where they got thumped. They're a young team, taking their lumps. They're trying to turn things around there at Logan. Westfield on top of them early, and Mountain Crest, the number 5 team in 4A, down by 10 up the road at Skyview. The number 3 team in 4A is trailing the number 1 team 18-0 right here in front of us. 1st and 10. Time running out, flags coming, that's going to be a hold. Incomplete pass. And think Coach Taili's talking to his quarterback, maybe telling him, look, man, you gotta get rid of it. 49 seconds. That was a 10-second play, and they call the penalty on Ridgeline. So hands up in the face there. The Ridgeline, a huge penalty. That moves the ball all the way down to the 15-yard line. Green Canyon with their best opportunity of the evening to put some points on the board. And they get the ball to start the second half. If you score, put it in the end zone here, and then get the ball back in the second half and can move it, you've got a whole new ball game. Clock stopped after the penalty with 49 seconds to play in the half. 2-by-2 look again. Thane in the backfield. 4-man rush. Wilson hemmed in. Down he goes. Green Canyon's done that a couple of times where they've just kept their lane integrity, Hammond both times. Those D tackles are not getting caught in the wash. They're rushing in their lanes because Wilson's escaped up the middle in the early going, and that's twice now they've caught him when he's tried to bail out up the middle because they've stayed home on their rush. A 10-yard loss for Wilson. He's 9 carries, 5 yards. He's had losses of 9, 1, 7, and 10. And that's the 3rd sack. Pardon me. 4th sack of the half for Ridgeline. As a team, they have 11 sacks. Jones leading the way with 4 on the season. That's good for number 2 in 4A. But Hammond's got 2 of them here tonight. They're used to calling his name on offense. 39 seconds. And again, that was one of those things, your quarterback's in there, that's 10 seconds on that play. And you just got to get it out of there. Again, 3 down linemen and 8 back for Ridgeline. They're going to bring 4 as a linebacker comes. Wilson over the middle. Catch by Schramm. Great hands. Touchdown. .25 yards and the tutty for Schramm. And Green Canyon, as we talk about, Wilson has to get rid of it, make a decision. Well, that time he ran around, bought some time, and comes up with a touchdown. 18-7, Ridgeline sees their lead shrink. At the Logo Shop, you can get your logo on anything. Bags for school, laptops, shopping, business, your drinkware, from your coffee mugs to your water bottles and thermoses, speakers, power banks, mice, flash drives, and more. Hey, what about your office materials? Pens, notebooks, sticky notes, blankets, and throws. You can get your logo on anything, because at the Logo Shop, we logo stuff. All kinds of stuff. The Green Canyon offense makes it to the ball game, and it's 18-7. Livingston in the near corner at the 1-yard line returns this up across the 15 before someone grabs his jersey and hangs on long enough for the rest of his teammates to get there. And Ridgeline, with 17 seconds to play in the half, will take over shy of their own 20. See if they just turn around and hand it off to White, or if they try to take a shot. Cook to the near side, two wide receivers to the far side, and White in the backfield with Daly. Daly's just going to take a knee, and they're going to head to the locker room. Fun first half, especially if you're a Ridgeline fan, but Green Canyon finally got the offense untracked. It's 18-7, Ridgeline, as we head to the locker room on the game of the week.
I want to succeed in athletics, but I also want to succeed in school, and I also want to help my family and my community. And so I think through being balanced and juggling all these things, it leads me to fulfill those wants and then be happier because of it.
You're trying to get the out. In order to have a fulfilling and well-rounded life, you have to do a lot of different things.
She goes to her classes and she does her sports.
I don't really know how she does it. She goes there every day with just like a smile on her face.
I think everyone can have a drive, but it's the people that actually choose to feed this hunger are the people that stand out.
Your hunger to win has to be bigger than anybody else's.
If she sets her mind to it, she's going to accomplish it, and I have no doubt about that. Whether it's she needs to drop 3 seconds on her time, she needs to get a better grade on her math test.
Bill is just one of those people who, whenever I see you do anything, you always have this drive.
There's a drive there that comes from wanting to be everything that her mom set in motion in the first 13 years of her life.
My mom was one of my closest friends, so she had such an immense impact and influence on my life that when she died, my whole world was kind of turned around.
She was heartbroken, as you would imagine. She knew she had all these little ones looking to her. She was only 12 years old, but she became the person who was handling it.
I'm trying my best, I guess. It's been hard. She was such a big part of my life, but I'm doing the best I can.
She's a beautiful runner. It's just amazing to watch her run.
She's a tremendous sister, tremendous daughter, caring soul, remarkably proud of Chilean.
She has so much responsibility in her life. It's also amazing that she does it with such humility and grace.
When you lose your mom and your sister, you realize how precious every day is, and you want to make the most of every day. You sort of set high goals for yourself, and you sort of work to achieve them.
Sheer will and, passion and, but to get themselves there quicker than anybody else, to reach down deep, push through that pain, that both mental pain where you just want to stop, you want to give up, and that physical pain where your legs and your muscles are screaming, and just get yourself there.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden. Growing better gardeners. KSM means music. Music is all we do. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years. We're back at Green Canyon. Eric Olson along with you as we get ready for the second half of this Game of the Week. Ridgeline leading Green Canyon 18-7. It was all Ridgeline in that first half. Green Canyon finally busted through at the end of the half with under a minute left when they get the 25-yard touchdown from Wilson to Schramm. But before that, it was all Ridgeline, and the numbers say the same thing. 83 yards rushing, 83 on 14 carries for J.T. White, and that was all their rushing yards. 178 yards passing, 10 of 16 for 178 and 2 touchdowns for Daly. 261 total yards. Livingston 108 yards receiving. One of those a 70-yarder they took to the house. For Green Canyon, they had 25 yards rushing, not helped at all by 5 sacks. And when you take a look at the sack yardage, they had minus 27 yards because of sacks on their quarterback. 63 yards through the air for Wilson, including a touchdown. That going to Schramm. Schramm, 2 catches, 36 yards, and the score. And it's a 18-7 ball game. We're getting ready to start the second half. Green Canyon will get the ball to start the second half. And again, we talked about this toward the end of that first half. If they can punch it in at the end of the first and then get some points on their first drive here, you've got a whole new ball game. They're down by 2 scores now, 2 touchdowns and a regular PAT and a 2-point PAT. Young's going to punch this one right to the goal line. It's going to go into the end zone. No chance for a return for Pabst, who's had a couple of big returns in this ball game thus far. Skyview was leading Mountain Crest at the half by 10. Bear River was leading Burley by a touchdown. And Westfield was beating Logan by a couple of scores at the half. If we get some updates on those, we'll pass them along. Green Canyon wanting to get off to a better start of this half than they did that first half. The give to Thane as he burrows his way forward for a yard. It is a full house SRO here at the stadium in North Logan on Green Canyon's campus. SRO means standing room only. Second and 9. They catch Ridgeline in a shift at the snap, but Ridgeline recovers. And it's going to be 3rd and about 6. Over on 3rd downs for Green Canyon. 0 for 5. 2 for 2 on 4th downs, but one of them they fumbled after they'd picked up the first down. That was on their first drive of the game. It's 3rd and 6. Wilson has a man running free across midfield and on his way. Edelmeyer, touchdown. New ball game in North Logan. 76 yards on 3rd and 6. Wilson's last 2 passes have been for touchdowns. 101 yards on his last 2 passes. And both have gone for scores, 25 and 76. And they're going to go for a 1 on the PAT. And that kick is up and in. And the Wolves are in business in the third quarter. 10:27 to play in the third, 18-14. Ridgeline sees their lead cut to 4. Custom Fence has been crafting quality fences since 1960. From humble beginnings to a leader in the fencing industry, discover the journey of Custom Fence as they continue to deliver excellence and innovation in every project. Be a part of that journey. Custom Fence, a Game of the Week sponsor. Well, it took Green Canyon just over a minute and a half to get back into this ball game. 93 seconds to be exact. Now we're waiting for a kickoff, and the officials are down there talking to Green Canyon's head coach and one of their assistants. Not sure what he's. Oh, they're talking about something that was going on the PAT attempt, I believe, and the way Ridgeline was trying to get into the backfield. That's what I would surmise from the way they were using their hands and what they were showing, because that's the last play. Well, there was a lot of juice in this place before the game started. Kind of leaked out as Ridgeline took control in this first half, but we're juiced up again in North Logan. And now Ridgeline will come back out. They scored on every possession but one in the first half. The one they did not score on was the one they just took a knee with 30 seconds left before the half to get into the half. Turn and hand to White. White's got running room. White's into the secondary. White's across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 16 yards for JT White. He's at 99 yards for the evening. Running formation again for Ridgeline. Hand it to White again. White again into the linebackers before anybody puts a paw on him. 8 yards for White. And he's over 100 for the evening. 16 carries, 107 yards for JT White as Ridgeline tries to take back control of this ball game. Green Canyon has not solved this Ridgeline offense yet. There's the little out pattern down about the 48-yard line. 8 yards for Clark. 2 catches, 16 yards for number 10. Taking a look here, they have 3 tight ends in there. They had 13 formation. Daly had trouble with it, and he keeps it. Picks up a couple. About a yard and a half, give him 2. That's the first time somebody besides White has carried tonight, and that looked like it was a broken play. Ridgeline not spending a lot of time in the huddle. This time they spread out with 4 wide receivers. In Green Canyon territory at the Wolves 46. Daly has got time, now it runs out, throws it a little bit behind Livingston. Pabst was there, and he had his arm around Livingston so that Livingston couldn't adjust, pull that in. Third down, 3 of 4 on third downs for Ridgeline. Clock stops with 8:18 to play in this third quarter. A 4-point ball game, 18-14 Ridgeline. 14 unanswered by Green Canyon has made it a ball game. 3rd and 8. Here comes the linebacker. Dowley has Livingston downfield. A lot of hand fighting going on. Livingston has it dropped right into his breadbasket, and he can't hang on. Dowley on the move. That's an impressive throw. He put it right on Livingston. Maybe you could say Livingston had to wait for it a little bit. It allowed the defender to get in there and muddle things up. Livingston had his hands on it. He just couldn't hang on. And for only the second time tonight, Green Canyon looks like they have forced a Ridgeline punt. High kick looking for the corner. Takes a great roll. Oh, Pabst messing around over there with it. And Green Canyon, with some momentum on their side, will start at their own 5-yard line. 18-14 Ridgeline. Green Canyon with back-to-back touchdowns on their last 2 possessions. Last of the first half, first of this second half. Wilson's going to be standing at his own goal line. 2 backs in the backfield with him. Hand it off, get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it for Thane. Second and 10. Both backs still back there with Wilson. This is kind of a new look. Turn and give it to Thane again. He's trying to bounce it to the outside, and that's nothing but trouble. He gains a yard this time. 3rd and long. .22 yards on 8 carries for Thane. And he's going to come off. Martin onto the field. And they better hurry. They're still in the huddle, and there's 8 seconds, 7 seconds. They may have to take a timeout. They're not going to get this one off. Burn a timeout. Nope. Nope, they did not take the timeout. So they take a penalty instead. Let's see, Coach Ta'ile'i was signaling for a timeout. Let's see if they gave it to him. Nope, delay a game. They're going to give him the penalty. I think the coach kind of looked at, he didn't really call the timeout emphatically. I think he was looking at it like, you know, if we take a penalty here, we lose 3 yards. Because they were at the 6-yard line, so it's not that big a deal to lose 3 yards, but keep in mind, you're at your own 3. It's now 3rd and 12. Look out, Wilson's in the end zone. We got a flag in the backfield. And let's see what the flag is. If somebody got a hand in a face mask, then it bails out Green Canyon. If it's a hold, it's a safety. I don't know if Wilson got out of the end zone. Personal foul, face mask on Ridgeline. That's what I wondered. It looked like, you know, you got these big linemen, and Wilson's not very big. Not real tall. He's average sized kid, about 5'9", and they look like somebody may have reached out. They're head high when they've got those arms reaching out there, and somebody got his face mask, and so Green Canyon gets a first down courtesy of a 15-yard penalty on Ridgeline. Ridgeline's 6th penalty of the night. Well, that bails out Green Canyon because that looked like it was close to being a safety. Give to Martin. Martin keeps the legs churning, picks up a yard. He's a running back. It's a real missed opportunity there that his name isn't Aston. He's a running back, Aston Martin. You know, Dad may have lobbied for that. Dads always think of cool names like that, like my favorite football team rules the world, Johnson. Darth Vader Smith. Moms always keep it real and just name them something normal. Wilson bounces it outside. Here comes a late flag. Martin took a shot. He's coming to the sideline. Bending over and grabbing at his midsection. Looks like it's going to be a hold on Green Canyon. Are they going to back him up or are they going to take the play? Holding on the Wolves, they're going to back him up. Wheatley's going to come into the ball game now. Haven't seen Hawks for a bit. This Green Canyon offense, it's he and Thane are the guys that split the carries, and he hasn't been out there for a bit. I don't see him on the sideline. 2nd and many. Look out. Wilson goes down on the blitz. Coming off the corner was Cooper Clark. Wilson had no chance. That's the 5th sack of the night for Ridgeline. I said they had 5 earlier. They only had 4 in that first half. So that's 5th of the night. And another loss. Wilson's now at negative yardage rushing on those 5 sacks. 3rd, and they got to get clear to the 28-yard line. Now they have to take another timeout, or are they going to just take the penalty again? They were in the huddle forever. They're going to take another penalty. .49 yards worth of penalties on 7 of them. 2 of them were offsides penalties on PATs, so they were only a couple of yards. But remember, they were in this situation just a moment ago, and it looked like Wilson was going to be sacked for a safety, and instead it was a face mask on Ridgeline. And now we're in a stop me if you've heard this one situation. Wilson's in the end zone. He's just trying to get out, and he barely does. He was gashing them early, was Wilson. And they have made some adjustments, and they have hemmed him in. He's got nowhere to go. And Green Canyon's been really trying to get that rushing game going, and they just can't. It's an 18-14 ball game. But this is trouble for Green Canyon. The punter's got his heels at the back of the end zone. Kicks it out of there. High, short kick. And it's going to roll sideways. It's not going to make it to the 35-yard line. So it's going to be about a 33-yard punt. And Ridgeline leads by 4 with 3:38 to play in this 3rd quarter. And they've got a short field. Still looking on the sideline for Hawks. For Green Canyon, their other running back. And I don't see him at all. And they're looking at Wheatley on the sideline now, and that's huge. He's their defensive leader. Daly, turn and give it to White. White bounces it outside. Into the second level and 7 yards before he finally goes down. Kind of trying to watch what they're looking at with Wheatley on the sideline. It's their leading tackler, their leading sacker. And the heart and soul of that #1 defense in 4A. He was playing running back on that last possession. Ball's on the turf. White gets down and picks it up. Picks up a yard. Third and 3. Three of 5 on third downs for Ridgeline. They're checking out a shoulder for Wheatley. That's what it looks like. Turn and give it to White. White's got the first down. As he hits the hole with a head of steam, he picks up 6. And another set of downs for Ridgeline. 121 yards on 19 carries for White as the clock ticks down toward 2 minutes to play in this third quarter. Man, if I'm Ridgeline, I probably just keep grinding. They haven't had an answer for JT White. Turn and give it to White again. He'll try the left side this time. And once again, he's picking up big yardage. He's got 8. I remember talking to Dave Caressa, Ridgeline. He helps coach their offensive line. He's been coaching in the Valley for 30 plus years at Mountain Crest and at Ridgeline. And I mean, he is an offensive line guru, and I talked to him about this young offensive line. He said, I've been working them hard. They've been working hard. That was before the first game, and they have been impressive tonight. Getting a good push. Give it to White, looking for that first down. He's going to be close, but I think he's going to be just short. It's going to be 3rd and a yard. Under a minute to play now in this third quarter. White stays in there. 21 carries, 130 yards for White. Hasn't found the end zone yet. Give it to White again. White bounces it outside, picks up the first down. Clear down to the 6-yard line. 5 yards on 3rd and 1. A 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver, and nearly a 200-yard passer for Ridgeline tonight. I don't know. Daly needs 14 yards to get to 200. He won't get to it probably on this possession. 10 seconds left in the third. Low snap. Daly fires. Crossing pattern knocked away from Livingston by Thane. There's a little slant. And with 1 second left in the third, Ridgeline looks at 2nd and goal from the 6. Five seconds on the play clock, and they're looking to the sideline. They're going to have to call timeout. Timeout with 1 second left. And Coach Cox, he ain't happy. His team's up by 4. Looking to put a little bit of room between him and the Wolves. 18-14 with 1 second left in the third on the game of the week. Ridgeline leads. Discover the garden of your dreams at Anderson Seed and Garden in Logan. With expert advice and a wide selection of seeds, plants, and supplies, they've got everything you need to make your garden thrive. Trust the local experts at Anderson Seed and Garden, helping you grow for over 80 years. Ridgeline looking for a little satisfaction on this play. 1 second left in the third, last play of the third quarter. Barring a defensive penalty. Second down and goal at the 6. Daly keeps it. Haven't run that play all night long, and no one even touches him as he walks into the end zone with 3 zeros showing on the third quarter clock. Young getting ready for the PAT after the Daly touchdown run of 6 yards. Showed the ball, faked it to White, kept it, and danced into the end zone. Young boots it through. It's an 11-point lead for Ridgeline as we head to the fourth quarter on the game of the week. Get your pizza fix at the Factory Pizzeria in Logan. Enjoy their famous pizza. Get great deals all the time. Stop in for $5 Wednesdays, $5 nachos and wings. Get 5% off and exclusive deals when ordering online. Whether dining in or taking out, the Factory Pizzeria has the best deals in town. So Ridgeline trying to seize that momentum back, as it had been all Green Canyon for the last little bit. Short kick goes to the 30-yard line, and that's where Green Canyon will start. Now trailing 25-14. Bear River and Burley are tied at 13 up there in central Idaho. 27-14, Westfield leads Logan. Park City having some trouble with Murray as Park City ranked number 2. Mountain Crest and Skyview, a 3-point ball game. Skyview leads 24-21 late in that one. We start the fourth quarter here at Green Canyon. Ridgeline leads 25-14. Green Canyon, a touchdown on their last possession of the first half and the first possession of the second half to climb back into this one, but then their last possession didn't go so great. They gave up field position. Wilson looking down the far near sideline and can't find anybody, and now he gets sacked. 6th takedown of the night for Ridgeline on Wilson. A 5-yard loss. Let's see, 4-yard loss. Somebody down. Looks like maybe a cramp for one of the Ridgeline players. At one point, Wilson had 4 carries for 24 yards. In his last 8 carries. Now, keep in mind, these sacks go on the stats on running stats, right? But he's gone for minus 31 in his last 8 carries. Since starting 4 of 24, he's minus 9, minus 1, minus 7, 8, minus 10, minus 7, minus 7, minus 1, and minus 4. And they continue to work on one of the Ridgeline players down on the field. Just finding out we had some technical difficulties we're found out for that third quarter. And some of that didn't make it onto the air. So it's 25-14 as we start the fourth quarter here, and everything's back up and running. You can go watch this game on the valleychannel.com and on our Facebook page. It's the Valley Channel Facebook page. Was still on I Love Cache Valley Sports, that page as well. And we got a YouTube page out there. Look for the Valley Channel Game of the Week. You can watch all of these. You can watch all of our games there. You can go way back on our page, on our web page. 2nd and 14. Schramm. He's got a 25-yard touchdown catch tonight, and he's got about an 8-yard catch there. Only his 3rd grab of the night. He's been really taken out of this ball game. And that's only the 6th completion for Wilson, only his 8th attempt. Now he's had other attempts, but they've ended in sacks. He still has 147 yards passing. 76 of them came on one play. They go to Schramm again, and that one gets away from Wilson. It sails on him. He would have been short of the first down. And now it's 4th down and 7. Wilson 6 of 9, 147 yards and a couple of touchdowns, 25-yarder and a 76-yarder. So of those 149 yards, 101 of them came on 2 passes. High kick. Man, that one came down with snow on it. (37, 42, 43 yards). Good kick for Green Canyon to back Ridgeline up, but Ridgeline leads by 11 with 10:57 to play in this ball game. Ridgeline looking to spoil homecoming for the Wolves. JT White, running back with 135 yards. Hasn't made it to the end zone yet, but he's done everything else. Going up top, Daly's trying to put this game away. Livingston, will they catch him? They will not. 75 yards. .261 yards and 3 touchdowns now for Daly. .183 yards and 2 touchdowns for Livingston. Showing some wheels. And that might be enough to put this ball game away. There's still a lot of time left in the fourth quarter, but Ridgeline's offense is humming again. 10:44 to play in the ball game. 32-14, Ridgeline rolling. Saucy Nugs, yeah, at Wendy's. They've got Saucy Nugs. Devour them for yourself. You'll soon discover how flavor-packed, lick-smacking, and ridiculously saucy these nugs really are. Big, bold flavors, spicy, sweet, savory, and saucy. They're all the things. You can get them in 4, 6, 10, and 20 pieces right now. Saucy Nugs at Wendy's. Well, this has been a saucy football game. Back and forth for each team. I don't know what the over-under on this one was, but if you had the over, you're probably going to be okay. 46 combined points on the board right now. I would have probably set it at about 48. Little squib kick goes down to the 20-yard line, and that's where Green Canyon will take over. It was a 4-point ball game at 18-14, and now suddenly they're down 32-14. Down by 18 once again. It was 18-0 earlier. +400 yards for Ridgeline offensively. Wilson slings it out for about a 4-yard gain. First catch for Lowe. Now they're going to have to abandon that run game and just put the ball in the air. This is the most points Green Canyon has given up since the championship game. They gave up 33 in that one. Wilson flushed out of the pocket. One man to beat for a big gain. He can't beat him. He gets right to the sticks, though. I believe he's got a first down. They've done a good job of hemming him in. As the officials are talking, I don't see a flag. There must have been one. I didn't see it. Holding on Green Canyon, no, on Ridgeline. So that's going to be a first down. Now we're talking about it again. Let them play, refs. We want to go get Saucy Nugs. Thane back in the ball game. I think one of the big changes in this game is when Ridgeline figured out how to keep Wilson hemmed into the pocket. He gashed him a few times early, and since then he has not really been a threat on his feet. Tries to get out of there, just hanging on too long, and down he goes. A loss of 6. Sack number 7. He's got -9 yards with all those sacks. But you could see it right there, right? He's back in there. He tries to step up and he tries to bounce out. They're keeping him hemmed in on the edge. He tries to step up and they're staying in their lanes coming up the middle. He's got nowhere to go. And you can't just chuck it up blindly. Second down and 16. Wilson staring down Paps to this near side. That clock in Wilson's head sounds like Big Ben right now. Tick, tock, tick, tock. If you're a Stranger Things fan, it's like Vecna's coming after you. At this point, that's what that clock sounds like. He has taken a beating tonight. Ridgeline 11 sacks coming into this game on the season, 7 tonight. And they're bringing 5 this time. Wilson throwing it for Schramm. Schramm out near midfield. He's been their top weapon. 15 yards, and they're a yard short of that first down. Oh, they gave it to him. Wow. $60 yards on 4 catches for Schramm. Nine of 12 now for Wilson. He's dropped back more than that. He just hasn't gotten it off. And they were late getting out of the huddle again. 2 seconds. Oh, they moved. And the crowd starts counting them down here. That's multiple times tonight. Green Canyon has been slow to get out of the huddle, and they're not getting to the line of scrimmage to get that play going. Don't know if they're slow getting the play in or what's going on. But that's another 5-yard penalty on Green Canyon. $54 yards on 8 penalties. 8:21 to play in the ball game. 32-14. Ridgeline seizing control of this ball game again. They were up 18-0. Green Canyon scored right before the half to make it 18-7. Green Canyon got the ball first to start the second half, scored again, and a 76-yard touchdown catch and run to make it 18-14, and then 14 straight points by Ridgeline, including a 75-yarder of their own from Daly to Livingston. And now they've got control of this thing. Thane hemmed in. Jones comes from way back to wrestle him down. 10 yards on the play. Three for 33 for Thane. 2nd and 6. Here comes the linebacker after Wilson. Finds Thane. Thane escaped out of the backfield and gets slung down. The crowd here thought maybe it was a face mask, but it looked like the defender just kind of got him around his head up high, not by the face mask. 18 yards and a first down. Clock runs with 7:10 to play in the ball game. Blitz coming after Wilson. He has to bail out. Throws it back across his body to Pabst. Pabst making players miss. Inside the 6 down to the 5-yard line. 22 yards for Pabst. Coach said he's a playmaker. And he made a play there, his first catch of the night, 22 yards. And it's going to be a goal-to-go situation for Green Canyon and a player down at the 3-yard line. And they're taking both teams off the field. Looks like it's a Green Canyon player, 6:59 to play in this ball game. Didn't see who it was, and we'll hope that it's nothing serious. Whoever it is, or I think it's Pabst. It is Pabst, and they're helping him up. And they're going to help him to the sideline, because he's not putting much weight on one leg. First and goal for Green Canyon at the 5-yard line. After that last Ridgeline touchdown, I said they're trying to put the game away and that might be enough. Well, Green Canyon still fighting. They trail by 18. Down by 3 scores. They've got to punch it in here and then play some defense. Paps is putting weight on both of his legs as he walks to the bench. Wilson steps up, racing for the pylon. Walloped as he gets there. Touchdown, Green Canyon. Wilson from 5 yards out finds pay dirt. And the Wolves are still kicking, down by 12. Now they got to figure out a way to stop J.T. White and the Ridgeline rushing offense. As Ridgeline will just be like the Michigan Python and come and choke them out. But they're hanging in there. Green Canyon down by 11, 32-21. Ridgeline gets the ball when we come back. At Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, they offer personalized hearing care tailored to your needs, from evaluations to hearing aid fittings by Dr. Paul Daines. Choosing the right professional is key, and our skilled team at Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology ensures the best fit for your lifestyle. Protect and improve your hearing. Schedule a consultation with Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology today. See if Green Canyon does the onside kick now, or if they just kick it away and try to play some defense. Looks like the hands team is on the field for both teams. Green Canyon needs 2 scores. They need a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and a field goal. They're going to kick it away to the end zone. Tanner Holt doing the duties there. Ridgeline with over 400 yards of offense and a chance to put this ball game away. Green Canyon has not been able to really slow that rushing game down, and it's been J.T. White. 1 rushing touchdown for Daly. He's carried twice. Everything else has been White, as that offensive line for Ridgeline has gone to work. And here they go to work again. White bouncing to the outside. Uses a block from his wide receiver. He's out near midfield. 28 yards for White. $163 yards, toting the pill on 23 carries. And it got down inbounds. The clock runs. It ticks down towards 6 minutes to play in this ball game. Give it to White again. White into the secondary again. 11 yards for White. Green Canyon this is uncharacteristic for them. This defense, they were the real deal all year last year. They were the real deal this year. But you know who the real deal is? Ridgeline, I think, is showing everybody. This is a statement by Ridgeline. 5.5 to play. 1st and 10, Ridgeline. Give it to White. White, this time slowed down and snowed under after a gain of 1. ...175 yards now for White. Green Canyon sitting on 3 timeouts. Now they've got a 2nd and 9 if they can keep Ridgeline in a 3rd and long type of situation. Maybe they can hold on to those timeouts. And Ridgeline's going to run it all the way down to 0 and take a timeout. 4:41 to play. In the ball game, Ridgeline trying to close out Green Canyon and spoil homecoming for the Wolves. Bear River leading Burley 20-16 late in that ball game. Skyview late in their game up 10 on Mountain Crest 31-21. Westfield still on top of Logan 27-14. Park City, the number 2 team in 4A, is pulled away from Murray 42-24. Spanish Fork is the number 4 team in 4A. They're leading Mountain View 28-7. I doubt Green Canyon would drop out of the top 5 with the loss here tonight. Ridgeline would stay at number 1. Green Canyon probably drop down to 4 or 5. They're going to put it in the air. Daly looking to the edge. He's got his man, Livingston. Livingston down to the 25-yard line. 17 yards for Livingston. Guess what? He's at 200. .278 for Daly. 200 of those yards to Livingston. And 2 touchdowns for 11. Clock ticking down towards 4 minutes. I said, this is the Python, right? They talk about Michigan that way, how they just strangle teams out. And that's what this drive has been for Ridgeline. Now they go to the air again, swing it to Livingston. Livingston picks up a block. Thane swings him out of bounds at the 10. 16 more yards. (13 of 22, 294 yards and 2 touchdowns for Daly. I say 2, I meant 3. Math is hard. Just didn't have that third one marked. Closing in on 500 yards of offense for Ridgeline. They are first and goal just inside the 10, and that's a run of 6. Second and goal as Ridgeline tries to ice it for real this time. Ridgeline's just going to let that clock run down as far as they can. They break the huddle with 12. 3:15 on the game clock, 5 on the play clock. Handed to White. White looking for the end zone for the first time tonight. And he stopped just short, 4 yards for White. 185 yards rushing for White. I'm sure they'd love to get him a touchdown. Like I said, you're just shy of, well, they're over, I think, 500 yards now. I'll have to add it up after they score, when they stop things here. After they score, if they score. 3rd and goal at the 1. Turn and hand it off. Touchdown. White into the end zone from 1. To put an exclamation point on this one for Ridgeline. ...194 yards rushing for Ridgeline as a team. 186 for White. 294 passing. So they're at 488. They didn't quite get to 500. Man, offensively, Ridgeline just got after it tonight. Green Canyon will await the kickoff. With 2:23 to play in the homecoming game, Ridgeline leads 39-21. KSM Music, you know they do a lot of things. Sales, just one of them. They buy and sell and repair all types of musical instruments, including guitars, bass, drums, horns, woodwinds, many more. Call or come by the store for estimates, other information about all the services that they provide at KSM Music at 50 West, 400 North in Logan. Special thanks to all of our Game of the Week sponsors, bringing you high school football. Well, you're pushing 40 years. Nobody's been doing it as long as the Valley Channel. Everybody's seems to be doing it now, but nobody's been doing it as long as the Valley Channel. Little squib kick covered up by Green Canyon at the 39-yard line. $18-point lead for Ridgeline. They raced out to an 18-point lead to start this game. Green Canyon then scored back-to-back touchdowns to cut it to 18-14. Then 2 more touchdowns by Ridgeline, put them up 32-14. Green Canyon found the end zone again, 32-21, and Ridgeline just put this ball game away with a long drive and a 1-yard touchdown run by J.T. White. Wilson finds Thane. Thane on the move. Thane out to the 48-yard line. Pickup of 9. ...224 yards now for Wilson and a couple of touchdowns. The only turnover in this game was a fumble by Green Canyon on their first possession, and they were in Ridgeline territory. Wilson's been sacked 7 times. I think he got back to the line of scrimmage on this one, and it's going to be 3rd and 1. Richards brought him down. Wilson's got 16 carries for -4 yards. 7 sacks go toward that negative yardage. And a timeout by Green Canyon with 1:29 to play in the ball game. We mentioned the rest of our games coming up midway through the regular season here. What about the games for these 2 teams that we're watching? Ridgeline will be at Bear River next week. Then they go home for a couple of weeks. Logan and Skyview will visit Providence. Green Canyon goes on the road for 3 in a row. They're at Logan, they're at Mountain Crest, and then they're at Bear River the next 3 weeks. And a reminder that next week we're at Logan High. We'll see Green Canyon again as they try to bounce back against the Grizzlies. And we'll close out September with a Logan Ridgeline matchup. Ridgeline could be rolling into that one at 6-0 if they go take care of business over in Garland against Bear River. Bear River trying to get the win at Burley tonight. .93 ticks on that clock. 39-21. Ridgeline averaging about 36 a game. They're over their average for the evening. Throwing to the edge is Wilson. 7 yards to Schramm. Schramm with 5 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown. He caught the lone touchdown of the first half for Green Canyon. He got out of bounds with 1.5 on the clock. Wilson in trouble again, trying to get out of it. Does for a second, does for another second. Keeps his eyes downfield, finds the receiver. It's Thane, who's gotten a lot of work tonight, and that's a 7-yard gain. .58 yards for Thane on 5 catches. 2nd and 3, and Thane dives out of bounds. Again, Hawks is the other running back that they use. He hasn't played this second half. Assuming he got knocked out of the game with an injury, because I haven't seen him. You know, there's some kids down there in street clothes. He might be one of them, but I can't see him down there on the sideline. 4-man rush. Wilson's in trouble, and again, they keep their lanes, those rushers do, and they sack him. For an 8-yard loss. Third and 10, 3rd and 11. And that one was just textbook of what we've seen tonight from Ridgeline defensively. And I know I've talked about it multiple times, but it's been a big deal. Sometimes defensive players will rush and they'll get greedy. They'll get selfish, right? They'll spin and do all this stuff, and they're not worried about lane or gap integrity when they're supposed to, rush and come up a certain lane, a certain gap. Ridgeline's done that well tonight. They brought their guys and they've rushed where they're supposed to rush, which leaves no escape routes for Wilson. Early in the game, he'd been able to escape right up the middle, and that hasn't been there. And then he tries to get out, and here they come off the edge. So that's been pretty impressive by Ridgeline. Wilson bails out again, heading for the sideline. He shows the wheels that he's got, and he dives out of bounds. Picked up 12 on 3rd down and 11. And with that, he gets back to 0 yards rushing. Eight sacks tonight for Ridgeline. Again, you keep and score that. Those 8 sacks go against the rushing yardage for the quarterback. .105 to play in the ball game. Green Canyon still swinging. 4-man rush. Wilson unloads to the end. Schramm catches it. Picks up 8. .75 yards now for Schramm. And even 1 minute left on the clock. I look down to the north. I can see the SV on the mountain lit up down there. I think it's homecoming for Skyview down the road, as well as homecoming here at Green Canyon. Skyview had kind of a rough start to the season, but they seem to have gotten their feet under them now out there in Smithfield. Wilson in trouble again. This time he's able to escape up into the pocket. He's going to be short of the first down, and the clock is going to keep on running. Now Green Canyon's going to take another timeout. They show 2 on the board. I show that as their last one. .45 seconds left to play in this ball game. Number 1 Ridgeline leads number 3 Green Canyon 39-21 on the game of the week. Green Canyon takes another timeout. They're still playing. I talked about what Coach Tailiili said to me earlier about, we focus on ourselves in each game. We want to be the best version of ourselves every week. Our goal is to improve and get better, and we'll look at what we've improved on and gotten better. Yeah, they want to win. But they want to keep improving each game all the way until, if they get all the way to the playoff or the final, that's like 14 games. Wilson in trouble again. They kept him hemmed in again. He finally finds Schramm, who comes back to the ball. He steps out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. Pickup of 10. And that's what makes Wilson dangerous, right? He can move around, and he can buy himself time and find people. Ridgeline's done a good job of giving him no place to escape. That time, he Houdini'd his way out of there. He's done that a couple of times, but they've nabbed him 8 times tonight. First down, 35 seconds to play. Ball at the 15 of Ridgeline. Looking for Schramm, and it's incomplete. Defended out there by Braxton Perry. Second and 10. Ridgeline, all their linemen are standing up. They're going to bring 2 linebackers. Wilson unloads, one hops it down to Schramm. 26 seconds to play. 39-21. Ridgeline, it's all over but the crying here in North Logan. Ridgeline's going to move to 5-0. Green Canyon off to a great start. They're going to fall to 4-1. As they can't take down number 1. Wilson, 5-man rush, gets rid of it. Throws it to the middle of the field to Schramm. Schramm down near the 5-yard line. 5-yard gain. 10-yard gain, 9 yards where it's at. Clock's running because it's in the middle of the field. 7 seconds. See if Ridgelines can keep him out of the end zone. This is going to be the last play of the game. Wilson unloads. Schramm, that's a grab. Oh! He looked like he had it. He caught it with one hand and held on to it as the clock shows 000. And number 1 takes care of number 3, Ridgeline, with a 39-21 win at Green Canyon. We hope you enjoyed the game of the week on the Valley Channel. Next week, we'll be at Logan as we'll see Green Canyon taking on the Logan Grizzlies. We'll see you next time on the Valley Channel. The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden. Growing better gardeners. KSM means music. Music is all we do. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years.